How's it going, guys? Random Comic here. So today I'm going to be reviewing my first product ever on this channel, and it is the Avermedia capture card model number C027. So if you are interested in this particular capture card, in this entire video I'll be unboxing it, showing you everything you get in it, basically showing you guys the software involved, and I'll show you guys how to install it into your computer if you are otherwise not well informed on how to install it into your PC. So basically the box itself doesn't have very much to say for itself other than the specifications might be interested for you guys. It's high definition input up to 1080i. Inputs are HDMI, stereo, left and right audio, and component. And the standard def inputs are composite, S video, and as well as the same stereo, left and right audio. System requirements for your PC are going to be, for HDMI, you need an Intel Core 2 Duo 2.4 gigahertz processor or the equivalent to an AMD CPU, Windows XP or above, 1 gig of RAM or above, VGA card with 128 megabytes memory that supports DirectX 9, 200 megabytes of hard drive space, as well as a sound card. And I'm trying to unbox this with one hand, so please forgive me. I have to at times actually kind of shove the camera right into your guys' faces, and I'm able to actually unbox it. So it comes in a very plain white box that I struggle with actually opening in the video. One-handed, man. Try doing anything one-handed. Two hands are always better. But right off the bat, on the top, there's actually a quick installation guide on how to, install the software and whatnot. Here's the capture card itself. I'll actually set that aside for a second. So here is actually the dongle cable. It's an HDMI to component and all the other stuff you'll need, the standard definition, S video and stuff. As well as here's your CD for the drivers as well as their software. I highly recommend going to their website. Always screw the CD that comes with it. Here's a product warranty registration and a little low profile bracket for if your computer doesn't fit the high profile bracket that it's on. And this is really anal for me to do, but that just showing the packaging that it comes with, the foam that it comes with is very nice, so it'll be protected in shipping. And here we go, the actual capture card itself. So you will actually need an open PCI Express slot on your computer. There you go. If you know anything about PC components, there you go. You can name all that stuff yourself. There's the actual input for the PCI Express, and on the back here you have HDMI as well as the other input for the S video and component slots and stuff like that. So I'll cut off the video right here, and I'll start talking to you guys about installing it into your computer. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so next up I'm going to be showing you guys how to install this into your PC. I have these little latches right here on this Corsair 600T that come off very easily. For the most part though, you'll have two screws on the back of your computer you have to take out in order to take off your side panel. And I just want to show you guys the PCI Express slot. It's those black ones in between that blue one in the middle, as well as above it. There's one above and two below, so that's what they look like. So you must have those on your desktop. And I removed my video card and stuff to make it easier, but you just have to remove the thumb screw where you're actually going to be installing it. And you take out the thumb screw, very simple, and then you just basically take off the protective bracket. So next up I'm actually going to show you guys how to install it, hopefully with a good angle, but let's get to it. Okay guys, so next up I'm going to show you how to actually put this device into your computer. There's the slot you'll actually need. I'm going to put it into that black one right there on the bottom. So I tried to get the best angle I could with my lighting available, so please forgive me. Basically, you just want to make sure that the input is lined up perfectly with it, and you just basically slide it in with a little bit of pressure. It'll lock right into place, and just put in the screw that you took out earlier, and you'll be all set to go. It's in your computer, and it's not a big hassle like everybody thinks it is, but now it's installed. I'll show you guys how to actually set it up with hopefully some visual aid here, so let's get it going. Okay guys, so next up I'm going to be walking you guys through my particular setup and needs. I think it's going to be very similar to whoever else is buying this for recording gameplay. So I hope that's why you're here. So I'll walk you guys through with visual aids of pictures I found on Google. I would use my actual setup, but the lighting is very bad and my camera isn't 100% the greatest. So I think the visual aid will basically have to do for now, but here we go. This is what you'll need. You'll need your Avermedia capture card itself, obviously. You're going to need 3 HDMI cables, and you're going to need an HDMI splitter. And please buy a powered HDMI splitter. Do not get one that is not powered, because you're going to see some type of audio and quality loss basically in the visuals and in the audio. So please buy a powered one. You'll be happy that you did. And if you are going to spend roughly about $150 on this, which is basically the same price for any other capture card out there right now that does the exact same feature. So it's very competitive in what you have to buy, but it would make more sense for them to sell to you just like that. But you know, it's really up to the consumer what they're trying to do with this. But here we go. So I have my console, which in this case is an Xbox. I have HDMI cable coming out of my Xbox going into the input of the HDMI splitter, and then I have 2 outputs coming out of the other 2 HDMI cables. One is going to the capture card, and then one is going to my monitor. That's the only way that you can do this if you do not want to play on the actual recording software that they give you, because you will see some lag. I don't see any lag at all, but that's because I have a pretty good PC. For you guys that have lesser PCs, you're going to see video lag, and as well as it'll be not in sync with the actual gameplay that you're doing. So this is the only way to do it with no stutter and basically having a one-to-one gaming experience where nothing is lagging behind. So again, you have your console. One HDMI is coming out of that, going into the input of the HDMI splitter. You have 2 cables going through the output now, coming through out of the back of the HDMI splitter. One's going to the capture card, the other is going to your monitor or television. That's my particular setup. It's not entirely complicated. I know it might seem that way, but it's not at all. It's very easy to set up and it'll work fine, I guarantee you. So there's my setup. Next, I'm going to walk you guys through the software and doing some recording and stuff like that to just show you guys it in action. So stay tuned.